Welcome to the Tennis Warehouse shoe review of the Nike Vapor Pro 3. The Nike Vapor Pro gets updated to be more supportive and even more comfortable in this third version. The addition of a midfoot band increases the lockdown while also adding support for aggressive lateral cuts. Cushioning is improved via Zoom Air Hex unit under the highest impact zone, creating responsive ride where you need it the most. Forefoot flexibility is also improved with the addition of a deeper notch to provide a speedier feel when pushing off. We find the Vapor Pro 3 to fit true to size, offer a medium width, medium height arch support, and weigh in at an average of 15 ounces for a size 10.5.
I thought that these shoes felt a little bit more substantial than the previous versions, which isn't a bad thing. Right when I put them on, I immediately felt that there was more underfoot cushioning, and when I got it on court, I could definitely feel the more plush ride. I thought that the support and stability was really good with these shoes. I was able to cinch up my laces and get a really nice locked in fit and feel. And I thought the stability was really solid. Even when planting, moving side to side, I felt like the uppers were holding my feet in really well. As for the traction, I really liked it. It had some nice grip and give to it. For those that like to slide on hard courts with these shoes, I feel like you can continue to move how you like to. My only small knock with these shoes is that they felt like they needed a slight break-in to feel really comfortable and broken in. So all in all, I feel like even though these shoes feel a little bit more heavy than the previous version, the overall uptick in comfort and cushioning makes it well worth it.
The very first thing that I noticed upon stepping into these shoes from Nike was immense levels of comfort. It was kind of like that scene in Ratatouille where Anton Ego tries the food and is instantly transported back to his childhood. Such was my experience with these. These shoes reminded me so much of the Air Zoom Cage 2s that I grew up playing in, also from Nike. And I really enjoy how those shoes had like a nice rocker sensation from the heel to the toe. And these also had that really good stability, really plush underfoot, midsole cushioning. And I really liked how they just felt on my feet. I felt incredibly supported from all areas of the court. Felt like I could go for whatever shots I needed to. And the stability held up as well during sliding and more aggressive movements, which is always something that's, gonna make or break a shoe for me typically. And I just really enjoyed this playtest. I will say that this was probably my favorite shoe from Nike since the original version of the OG Vapor Pros. I liked these a lot more than the second generation of that shoe. Probably not quite as fast or as preferred for me as the first version, but a really good substantial update, something that lasts a pretty long time as well. I did get a little bit of balding on the left medial toe side for my particular pair, but that's to be expected. That's usually where I wear through shoes anyway. And for the amount of hours that I put in on these shoes, they did last a really long time. Overall, fantastic option.
As much as I like the Nike Vapor Pro 2, I like the Vapor Pro 3 that much more. This is definitely a lightweight, comfort, breathability themed shoe. But right out of the box, great comfort, but on court, I have to say it was surprisingly supportive, laterally stable, really comfortable, like I mentioned, straight out of the box. I really enjoyed this shoe in any situation, playing a little more doubles these days than singles, so durability, I would say, for the outsole and the upper was pretty good. I think some of the younger play testers can probably speak to the outsole durability a little bit better than I could. This shoe is also available in a clay court specific herringbone outsole. This is definitely one of the better Nike shoes and my favorite Nike shoes I have played in quite some time.
This was my first time testing one of the Vapor Pros. I've been a big fan of the Vapor 11, but I didn't get to wear the Vapor Pro 2. Really enjoyed this shoe. I thought it offered a lot of support and stability, and I love the cushioning. Very, very comfortable ride. The uppers too were flexing and working with my feet, so I felt like I was moving well, and the shoe was flexing and moving with me rather than being restrictive. So my lateral cuts, my quick sprints and stops were working great in this shoe. I also like the blend of grip and give I got from the outsoles. Felt like I could get all the grip I wanted for that quick push off and aggressive stop, and then enough give to let me slide out a little bit out of a shot or pivot quickly and turn and burn for the next shot. So I had no issues there. I also got some wear under the big toe of my right shoe, and that's my highest wear area. But apart from that, she was holding up very well. The uppers have resisted court abrasion well. I love the cushioning, so this has been a win for me, one of my favorite shoes to play in right now. That's all we've got for this version of the shoe review. For more information on this Vapor Pro 3 or anything tennis related, be sure to go to Tennis Warehouse, Tennis Warehouse Europe, or Tennis Only.